This is the most beginner-friendly and basic way to crochet cables. Crochet cables are such a milestone, and a lot of people get frustrated because there's so many variations of varying difficulty. But this one is a good way to start just to understand how cables actually work. So if you want to give it a shot, part 1 is in the comments. This is how to crochet cables part 1. For this test swatch, we are going to start with 17 chains. And for row 1, we are going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook and in each stitch across. And then we're going to chain 1 and turn for row 2. Row 1 should have a total of 16 single crochet. Then for rows 2 through 4, meaning rows 2, 3, and 4, we are going to single crochet in each single crochet across. Then we're going to chain 1 and turn. I went ahead and included rows 2, 3, and 4 in this video as well, since they're just single crochet, and part 2 is going to start with row 5. This is the end of the verbal instructions, so you're very welcome to move on to the next one. But you're also very welcome to stick around and learn a little bit more about cables. So I'm reading this from my little, textbook. Cables add wonderful dimension to fabric, and there are many variations depending on the number of post stitches you wish to include. In this sample, there are 3 post and 4 post cables, and some important notes include: be careful to differentiate between front post double crochet and front post treble crochet. If you haven't worked front post double crochet and treble crochet stitches before, let me know in the comments and I'll repost those videos for you, and then that way they'll be tagged to the video. There are many types of crocheted cables. These are just 2 and may of course be worked independently of each other and in combination with any other Aran crochet feature like bobbles, diamonds, reverse single crochet through the front loop. If you have any questions about any of those stitches, I do have videos, and again, I can repost them and tag them here. From my personal experience, cables are very often used in sweaters or afghans or pillows and gloves, sometimes even hats. And they seem very difficult until you try them, and then you realize that they are not as hard as they seem. If you enjoy these close-up crochet tutorials, be sure to like and follow. I post them every single day on my page. And if you have any questions about this stitch, another stitch, or would like to request a stitch, you can leave them in the comments of any of my videos. If I can't answer your question in words, I will post a video response. But that's it for part 1, and I will see you in part 2. This is how to crochet cables part 2. To get back to part 1, you can follow the comment. We are on row 5, and we are going to single crochet into the first 3 single crochet, and then we're going to front post double crochet into the next 3 single crochet 2 rows below. So here I like to count from the right to the left, so 1, 2, 3, and that 4th one is where I'm going to insert my hook next to the stitch around the back side of it and back out. Pull through the stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2. And again, yarn over, insert next to the stitch, go behind the stitch and back out, yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. One more time, yarn over, insert around the post of the stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Next, we're going to single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So we're going to skip 3 in the back here. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to add our first single crochet into that 4th stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to front post double crochet into the next 4. So this time I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one is where I'm going to add my first front post double crochet, and I'm going to do that a total of 4 times. So I have the slow version of the front post double crochet from a previous video that I can repost at any time in case this is moving too fast for you. After the 4th front post double crochet, we are going to single crochet into the last 3 single crochet, then chain 1 and turn. The best way to make sure you're skipping the correct number of stitches is to just count from the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, Part 3 will be in the comments, and it'll start with row 6. See you there. This is How to Crochet Cables Part 3. We are on row 6, and all even numbered rows from here on out are going to be single crochet in each stitch across. I did not film that, so we are going to move on to row 7. So for row 7, we are going to single crochet into the first 3 single crochet, and then we're going to front post double crochet into the next 3 front post double crochet. So we're going to pick up the post from the double crochet here, yarn over, and work a regular double crochet. And we're going to do the same thing to the other front post double crochets for this 3 post cable. From here on out, the cables are going to get considerably more easy because we are just working into the posts of the front post stitches. After our 3rd front post double crochet, we're going to make sure that we skip the correct number of stitches in the back, so 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to single crochet into the next 3 stitches. And then we are going to front post double crochet into the next 4 front post double crochet, and then single crochet into the last 3 single crochet. Essentially, this row is the same as row 5, except that instead of working into the posts of the single crochet 2 rows below, we're working into the posts of the post stitches. But you can go ahead and move on to part 4. It'll be tagged in the comments, and if you like these kind of close-up stitch tutorials, be sure to like and follow. I post them every single day on my page. If you have any questions about this stitch or another stitch, or would like to request something, you can leave that in the comments of any of my videos. You may think of me as your personal crochet instructor. At least that's what I'm trying to do. But I will see you in part 4. This is How to Crochet Cables Part 4. Row 8 is just single crochet, so we're going to get started with row 9. We're going to single crochet into the first 3 stitches, then we're going to skip 1 front post double crochet, and then we are going to work 2 front post double crochet into the following 2. So we'll skip that first one and work a front post double crochet into the second, and then work another front post double crochet into the third, and then we'll work a front post treble crochet into the first one. So yarn over twice, and we'll insert our hook the same way we've been doing from the right to the left. Then we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Next, we're going to make sure that we skip the 3 stitches in the back. So 1, 2, 3, and then we'll work 3 single crochet starting with that 4th stitch. From there, we are going to skip the first 2 front post double crochet from our 4 post cable and work 2 front post double crochet into the last 2. So right here into the 3rd one is where we're going to put our first front post double crochet, and then we're going to work our 2nd front post double crochet into the 4th one right here. After that, we are going to work a front post treble crochet into the 2nd skipped front post double crochet. So we'll yarn over twice and work into that 2nd one right there, right here. And then we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and finish our treble crochet. Then we're going to work a front post treble crochet into the first one. And then we are going to work 3 single crochet into the last 3 stitches. And again, just a reminder, this is one of many ways to work cables. While I'm recording this voiceover, I realize that there's another way that you could go about cables that might make a little bit more sense to some people, but this is just one way to do it. I can make a series on cables if anyone's interested in that, but I will see you in part 5 for the next row. This is How to Crochet Cables Part 5. Row 10 is just single crochet, so we're going to go ahead and move on to row 11. For this row, we're going to single crochet into the first 3 stitches, and then we're going to add front post double crochet into the next 3 front post stitches. Then we're going to make sure we skip our stitches in the back, add our 3 single crochet in between the post stitches, and then we'll add front post double crochet into the next 4 front post stitches for our 4 post cable. From here on out, we are just repeating our twists and regular front post stitches, so you have the option of still adding another row of just 3 and 4 regular front post stitches, or you can add another twist after this row. It's completely up to you. As you progress and evolve in your cable stitches, you might be introduced to back post double crochet, you might be introduced to half double crochets. All of that is just different variations. In my swatch, I repeated the regular front post double crochet for 3 more rows before adding another twist, but the twist is going to be the exact same as it was in part 4, and that's really the only part that gets a little complicated. If you enjoyed these close-up stitch tutorials, be sure to like and follow. I post them every single day on my page. And if you have any questions about this stitch or would like to request something, you can leave that in the comments of any of my videos. If I can't answer your question in words, I will make a video response. And if you requested a stitch, just make sure I like the comment. If I liked it, that means it's on my list. If it doesn't have a like, feel free to repost. It could be that I missed it. Happy hooking!